So this is something that is an interesting topic to talk about. And if you are Paige Bueckers, I get it. I get it. And a lot of people are making this thing being like, oh, she's hates Caitlin Clark. I don't think Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers hate her. I don't think they're friends. Like there is difference between being friendly with each other and being friends. There is no hate. You can see in their interactions, there is no hate between Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers. They're competitors. They are competitors, and like in most scenarios, Caitlin Clark is a psycho competitor. Like, I don't see Caitlin Clark being super friendly outside of Courtney Williams with point guards from other teams. But let's take a listen to Paige Bueckers during the fact she was out during the 2023 season. Let's take a listen.
I'm going to circle back on that in a second. You backed it up. You had an amazing freshman. Like, you backed it all up. It all happened. And then women's basketball, like the hype you helped build, you then got hurt and were taken out of that limelight. And, listen, none of us actually forgot about you, but I could imagine it felt like you were forgotten.
I'm going to be honest. Paige Bueckers was forgotten. And Paige Bueckers, in my opinion, was forgotten until February the 7th, 2025. When they lost to Tennessee, that was the day I said it. Any sort of Paige Bueckers hype is over. This team has 3 number 1 recruits on it. 3. Juju was the only number 1 recruit in college basketball that was not on that team. They had AZ, they had Sarah, they had Paige. Or am I right with that? Who was number 1? I can't even remember. But yeah, basically it was Juju. And they had lost 5 games. They had lost every single close game they had played. I thought the Paige Bueckers hype was done. And then it took Paige getting to the WNBA and, forgetting about all that UConn bullshit to get the rightful hype back. But yeah, people did forget about Paige because Paige had that comeback year in 2024 where it was like, okay, yeah, Paige is still here. Paige was not good the first half of her senior season in college by her standards at all. Because when it mattered, she was terrible as well.
Like, how does that show up today? I mean, you've mentioned it a little bit, but that had to have been really hard to go through. Yeah, just speak to like the resiliency maybe that you learned in that moment.
Yeah, it was hard. Because I felt like I was hitting my stride. Like I played pretty well my freshman year and I just wanted to.
She was National Player of the Year freshman year. And I'm going to be very clear. Like, if you ask who had a better freshman year, Paige or Caitlin, statistically it was Caitlin. But like, Paige did get to drag a team to a Final Four. Like, that has to take into account. You have to take that into account in some way.
To win, like we came up short. Well. Decent. Definitely according to coach. So. And then it just felt like women's basketball just took the world by storm, and rightfully so. So I'm not, and I felt bad because I felt like jealous in a way, and I felt like envious, and I've never been that type of person where I don't want other people to succeed. Like I want everyone around me to succeed, like more than I want myself to succeed. Like I just want great for people. I want, like, I've always thought like showing light on others doesn't diminish your own.
I think she's like, I act like, a lot of people are like, oh, this is why she hates Caitlin Clark. No, like, if we were all in that position, I wish she came out. I would love it if Paige Bueckers had the attitude of, you know what, I was envious. The game grew so much in 2023. I was out injured, but I wanted to come back in 2024 and I wanted to win the national title to show that I'm back, I'm here, I'm better than these players. If she said that, I would, like, someone saying Paige is better all-around player. Yeah, but like, no one's judged by who is a better all-around player. Like, Boris Diaw was a better all-around player than Steve Nash, if you get me. Like, you are you are judged, like when it comes to basketball, you're judged by your impact on a game. And by the way, I think Paige Bueckers is the third best player in the world. But like best all-around player doesn't mean anything when you're judging superstars, if you get me.
Like I feel like iron sharpens iron, and I just feel like really happy for people who are succeeding because I know how hard it is to be at this level and how much work it takes and how much resilience and dedication and sacrifice. But like I was like, damn, like what about me though? And because I had worked so hard, I just wanted to play and I just wanted to be a part of it, and part of me felt bad because I felt like jealous, and I was like, damn, like I wish that could be me.
Yeah, man, that's okay. It's like people are going at Paige Bueckers for this. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Like Paige is human. This is the normal human emotion to being out injured while everything is growing around you. Like to being on the sideline while people who, let's be very clear, like whatever about as a freshman, in high school, she was definitely the best player in the nation. She was definitely the best player in the country in high school. And then seeing her while she got injured, other players overtaking her in popularity. And to be honest, we saw in the 2024 Final Four is overtaking her in ability as well.
And not that I wish that could be me, but I wish it could be me too. Like I wanted to be a part of it. And so just coming back, it was like the motivation, like to just get back doing what I love and to be able to compete and be a part of it and want to grow with it. It was very motivating. But there were some days where I was just like, definitely felt forgotten, felt like maybe it had passed me by, like I wasn't going to be the same player and nobody was going to understand who I was before the injury. Now that all these new fans are coming, it's like, oh, this is the girl that everybody was hyped about, and like this is the one that they labeled was going to be like the next up and coming star. So all those thoughts like came into my mind.
And like, I don't see a word that Paige Bueckers said wrong here. Everyone calling her Paige, I don't see a word she said wrong. Like, look, you don't become the greatest high school player since Candace Parker. The most hyped high school player since Candace Parker. You don't become that player without wanting to be the best. And when you've been overtaken purely due to the fact that you've not been on the floor, it's going to affect you in a way. And it clearly did affect Paige. I thought Paige was really good in 2024. I thought Paige had one of the most overrated senior seasons in college ever. Like, I thought she was the second best player on that team, and I thought when it mattered, it was Azzi and Sarah Strong that stepped up. She had an empty stats rookie season in the WNBA. But she's been unbelievable this year. She has been unbelievable this year. Someone says his defense win games or pull 30-foot threes when the game's on the line, shooting 1 for 7 from 3. Yeah, the last close game the Fever played in, Caitlin Clark hit 2 30-footers to win the game. And if you're talking about Paige versus Caitlin on defense, they're both equivalent defenders. They are both equivalent defenders. But yeah, like, it's one of those things where I wish players in general were a bit more, and it's like Paige here. Paige is right. Like, I really wish Paige went out and said, you know, what she actually felt like. She was like, look, it was motivating because I wanted to prove that I was the best young player in the world. I wanted to prove I was the best player in the world. That was always my goal. And my goal didn't change coming back from injuries. Even though times I felt like I wasn't going to get there, that's still my goal. I wish she would come out and say something like that. Because Paige's improvement year on year, 1 year, has been crazy. Like, I don't think people understand how much better Paige is this year than last year. Like, Paige went from what I believe was an empty stats rookie season to being possibly the most clutch player in the league to I will never call what she's doing empty stats right now. Still a little bit of passiveness in her mentality, but it's better. And her handles improved, her ability to go left, her ability to go right, her willingness to shoot, her willingness to play through contact instead of flailing like she did last year is better. She's going to the rim more, not really at a pick and roll, but she's going to the rim more, and everything Paige Bueckers has done has gotten better, and you don't. Like, you don't improve that much in an off season without having a ridiculous work ethic and a ridiculous mentality. And I don't know. It's like, I don't understand why this is being completely taken out of context, because anyone in Paige Bueckers' shoes would be. You would be. Like, if you're seeing Angel Reese, like, you were the most followed player, you were the biggest player. And if you're seeing everybody else overtake you, it's not easy. It's just not in anything. As in any field where it is purely a meritocracy in most scenarios, it is hard not being able to do something and seeing people overtake you. It is. It absolutely is. Like, anyway, I'll see you guys.